This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Coming up, we travel back to a time in our area before Wi-Fi and 24-hour convenience stores. We chat with a member of the Preservers of the Past next. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. I'm Ken Kara and I want to thank you for watching. Carbon, Luzerne, and Schuylkill counties are in a drought watch, and the state's Department of Environmental Protection is asking residents to voluntarily conserve water. To help, the DEP suggests running water only when necessary. Don't let the faucet run while brushing your teeth or shaving. Shorten the time you let the water run to warm up before showering, and water your lawn only if necessary. For more water-saving tips, go to epa.gov/watersense. The DEP's acting secretary, Ramez Ziada, says we need continued meaningful precipitation over several months and have public water suppliers in affected counties returning to normal operations before the drought watch can be lifted. It's looking like a beautiful late summer weekend to be outside, and Lisa Sugart has details on a really cool event in our area. Here's today's news feature.
It's a truly special event that happens in our area each and every year. As a matter of fact, this is the 29th year that it's happening. I'm talking about the Preservers of the Past annual show. And here to tell us all about it is Dr. Sarah Rohrbach. She is the show chair. She's also a member of this organization. Thank you so much for joining us. What exactly is Preservers of the Past?
Preservers of the Past, it's actually a club. We're an organization that meets monthly, and our goal is to help preserve the past so that people can come see what everything was like in the past. And it's really nice because we have an antique machinery show every year, and you can actually come out in person and see these different things. And we also have food at the event and different stands, flea markets, antique stands, different things like that.
This is a big deal for the Valley area because a lot of these machines were in use and some still are.
And a lot of these tractors actually came from dealers in the area. We had an international dealer and a John Deere dealer. So some of them have been in families for many generations and farmed fields for many generations. Like you said, some still do, and others are just cream puff tractors. They just show up to the show every year, just like my tractor.
There's a lot of pride with that because I know when we have the parade on Memorial Day in the borough of Cunningham, all the tractors go down the street as well.
They do.
That's really nice. So people, are very familiar with this. They really love seeing these antique tractors and that they're really kept in pristine condition.
And we have a parade at the show as well. It depends on the day. Sometimes we have it once a day. Sometimes it's twice a day. But it's a very, very long tractor parade. You'll also have, depending on the year, antique fire engines, a combine, just anything that's antique equipment is in the parade, antique cars. And at the show, too, we'll have different equipment. It can't be in the parade because it doesn't move in that fashion. But there's hit and miss engines, antique apple cider presses, different things that they used to use to milk cows.
So when people come out then for this big event, which is happening now on September 16th, 17th, and 18th, so you can go to Burgers Farm Market. Everybody knows where Burgers is, and on the St. John's Road in Drums. So when we go in, take us through it. What are we going to see exactly when we get there?
If you come on Friday, it's free. There's free admittance. Saturday and Sunday, it's $2 to get in per person. So when you come in, you're greeted by some of our members. They can help you out if you don't know where to go. There's usually our club stand. We have displays. A lot of people bring like insulators that used to be on power lines. We usually have a family that brings their whole collection of antique insulators. And you'll have an antique lantern display, the hit and miss engines. There's a gentleman who does apple cider press displays. I don't know if she's coming this year, but we used to have a lady who would show how they would make soap back in the day. And then you go past that and we have the different tables that sell antiques. They sell sometimes clothing, just little knickknacks. And in the very last row, you have all your food. We have a lot of wonderful food vendors who come every year. We're supposed to have a few new ones this year, I believe. And then in the very back of the showgrounds, we have all the tractors. There's rows and rows of tractors.
This is something literally for the entire family. Kids love it. The adults love it.
Yeah, it's very family oriented. A lot of the little kids, I'd say their favorite's the tractors, honestly. They like to go and watch them, especially in the parade. I think the parade's a pretty big hit. And we'll have an audience for the tractor games. There's a pedal pull for the kids that's held each day. And I'd say that's a good attraction for the children too, the pedal pull. And just watching the tractors drive around, because we'll go up and down each aisle when we do the parade. So it's a fairly long parade. We have a lot of supporters. We do need new members, though, like anyone else. A lot of our founding members have sadly passed away over the years, and there aren't a lot of newer members interested. So our meeting is the third Monday of the month at 7, and it's at the Christ Church in Cunningham. So anyone can just show up for the meeting, and we'd glad to have them at our meeting. Or you could come to the club tent during the show and join, and you can become a member at the show.
This is the 29th annual Preservers of the Past show, taking place September 16th, 17th, and 18th at Burgers Farm Market, St. John's Road in Drums. Something truly for the entire family. Come on out and see some really great pieces of history from our area and support the local community. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. We appreciate it.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Falvello Law Firm. Have you been injured in a car accident? Call Falvello Law Firm. Your case is our fight.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service on Thursday. Sunny with a high near 67 degrees. Thursday night clear with a low around 44 degrees. Friday sunny with a high near 72 degrees. Friday night patchy fog after 5 a.m. Otherwise mostly clear with a low around 51 degrees. Saturday patchy fog before 8 a.m. Otherwise sunny with a high near 77 degrees. Saturday night mostly clear with a low around 56 degrees. Sunday is sunny with a high near 80 degrees. And Sunday night partly cloudy with a low around 58 degrees. The Marion Phillies picked up a girls' volleyball win over Weatherly. Let's check the SSPTV standard speaker scoreboard. Julia Meese had 18 assists for the Phillies, and Megan Paisley had 7 kills and 3 aces. Shenandoah Valley and MMI lost. Gianna Moisey had 6 service points for the Lady Preppers. In boys soccer, Hazleton area played a thriller against Dallas that went to extra time. Dallas got the win 3-2. Gavin Huey had the Cougars 2 goals, and Brandon Banks had 6 saves in goal. Evan Pedry scored for MMI in their loss to Pittston area. In girls soccer, Wilkes-Barre area shut out Hazleton. In boys golf, Hazleton area beat Dallas to improve to 9-2 this season. Connor Mateo had the low score with a 1 under par 35. Coming up next, a local doctor tells us what we need to know about monkeypox, and right after that we meet 2 siblings up for adoption at the Hazleton Animal Shelter, Fluff Bomb and Cuddles. In sports, before he was the athletic director at the Hazleton Area High School, Fred Barletta Jr. coached track and field, played on some outstanding teams at the Hazleton High School, and covered a few World Series. We'll learn more in a preview of the latest Good Sports podcast and web series. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of Cheryl A. Balogansky, 70 of Hazleton. Services are private.
The obituary report is brought to you by Moran Funeral Home, third-generation family-owned funeral home serving all faiths since 1939. Located at 229 West 12th Street in Hazleton, call 570-454-8341 and go to moranfuneralhome.com.